a bright and sunny day here in Melbourne today. It's cold, but you didn't come here for a weather report. You came here to watch some paintings. So hello, my name is Mundy Fox Art. Welcome to today's experiment. Today I'm going to do two things. I'm going to do a diptych. So wait and see. I think you'll like it. But like I said, it's bright and sunny, so I'm feeling like we should do something poppy. So, oops, now the first colour, bear with, orange. And then we've got to have some magenta, some Paynes grey or Harbour Night, of course we are, just to add some depth. And one of the paintings is going to have gold as the bling, and the other one is going to have some silver, and naturally we're going to use some titanium white as a cell activator, and it's all going to be on a pillow of some Taubman's house paint. So bear with while I readjust the camera, and we'll get started and see what chaos we can cause today. Today's pictures, as you can see, or canvases I should say, are going to be quite small because I need to fit them in the tray because, as you're well aware, an acrylic pour is very messy and makes a horrible, drips everywhere, so these will fit in the tray. So, first things first, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do exactly the same thing with each painting. The only difference is going to be the colour of the bling. So we'll put hopefully fairly equal amounts of the pillow onto the canvas. Close enough. Let's not be too pedantic. Right, and now we'll go mad with some orange. Always a nice bright sort of a colour. So I'm going to do like that. Please note I'm doing it half on the pillow and half on the canvas. Might do a little bit over here just because we can. Alright, so that's our orange. Now this magenta is just such a deliciously wild colour. And I will do it half and half. And again on this side. Because you do have to remember to have enough paint to make things move along. So I'll do a little bit of the Paynes grey or Harbour Night. I'm running out of it. I'll need to make up some more. There we go. Maybe just a little bit here on the end, like so. And now the thing that's going to make the paintings different, look, you can already see things moving along, which is interesting, is this one here on my left is going to be the gold painting. So I'll put fair bit of bling, but not too much. Oh no, so look, nearly got caught. Phew. And some silver on this side. Equal amounts. That looks about right, I think. All right. Now, because these canvases are a lot smaller than the ones I have been doing, I do have a smaller trowel, I guess, or whatever you want to call this. I find that if you have one that's too big, it just puts too much of the cell activator on it and it just is a bit of a mess. So I'm going to pour it on here, and I'll do exactly the same directions actually. So look, I'm going to go across like that with this one, and maybe in the other direction for the second swipe. Kind of like that. Right, and now to do the other one. goodness. Like that. Having to be very careful because I don't want this lot of paint to mix with this one. That would be not quite right. And like that. There we go. So other than, you know, weighing the paint and measuring precisely exactly where the paint is going, that's as close as I can get it to be, you know, fairly accurate. But what I am going to do is I'm going to just move this one out of the way a little bit because I don't want to, when I'm pouring, pour this paint anywhere near that and vice versa. But I will try when I'm doing the second one to reverse things. So, gloves on. Right. And let the fun begin. It's funny, I don't really want to lose all that black, but I don't want it to take up too much of it either. It's tricky. But we've got some interesting cell work happening over there, which I quite like. Right, now we'll move it back again. All right. I don't think I'm going to get too much more out of this corner, so I'm going to use my glove to move it along. All right. Same with that. And around we go again. It is a little bit cheaty, but at the same time, you know, it's okay. And then, last but not least, this area here. Oh, darn it, I've lost one of my little thumbtacks. That's going to be tricky. Here we go. So that white patch just there is the pillow that's not been covered up. It's not because there isn't actually any paint there. Okay, well that's the first one. So now I'm going to carefully put it there, out of the way. Ah, gosh, and it's annoying because I've lost my little thumbtack. Let me put that underneath. Just so. Okay. Right, part two. It's been sitting there for a little while, but it's okay. But again, I think I'm going to make it go around this way because that black is just sort of sitting there, not doing anything. The hard thing, of course, is because my gloves now have the paint from the other one, I don't want to put any gold on this one unnecessarily, so it's a bit tricky. Tricky is the word. Come on, down you come. Right, here we go. Isn't it funny? It's a lot more pink, this one. And I don't know whether it's because, well, you saw me put pretty much the same amount of paint on it. And I don't know whether it's because it got to sit and think about itself for a little while before I actually moved the paint. But I'm actually thinking that I like the second one, this silver one, a little bit better. But anyway, there it is. I don't know whether I will... Oh, I'll bravely move it. I'll bravely move it. There we go. That's what they look like at this point in time. So I'm going to now stick this in front of a heater or a fan, or perhaps both. And, oh gosh, living dangerously, living on the edge. And anyway, I'll be back in a few days to show you what the end results look like. So thank you for watching. See you soon. The thing that I really like about acrylic pouring is that you never really can tell how things are going to turn out. So if you recall, I did exactly the same colours, pretty much exactly the same amount of paint, and even swiped it in the same direction with the cell activator. And isn't this amazing at how different the two paintings have turned out? I'm very fond of this one with the silver. It's got some quite delicious cell work going on there. And even there, apologies for the shadow. And here we are, the gold one. It seems to be quite, well, it really went a bit mad, and there's not much cell work going on in most of the painting except here in this bit. So anyway, it was a great experiment. I definitely think I'll do some more again. Please like, subscribe, share, all of that. If you have ideas of different colours that I can use for other paintings, let me know. But thank you very much for joining me. Have a lovely rest of your day. Catch you later. Oh, by the way, happy painting. Bye.